कृष्णव्रता कृष्णमनुस्मरन्तः रात्रौ च कृष्णं पुनरुत्थिताये ते कृष्णदेहा प्रविशन्ति कृष्णम् आज्यं यथा मन्त्रहुतं हुताशे बुद्धिर्बलं यशो धैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाढ्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्. There are 4 types of people in the world: mandaha, so mandamatayaha, mandabhagyaha, hi upadrataha. What shall we do for these people who are mentally lazy, physically lazy, whose fortunes are lazy, and those who have problems? Give them the Bhagavatam, fast track, fast track. Who is the speaker of the Bhagavatam? All of us know, Brahmins know, to read Shastra you must have punul. To read Shastra you must have sacred thread. But Akhandaji Maharaj says, Shukadeva had no sacred thread. And he said, if you don't have manovikara, why do you need samskara? How should the speaker of the Bhagavatam be pure? If he bungles, he goes, he is destroyed. The higher you rise, the greater is the fall. That is why the Upanishads say, spiritual life is like walking on the razor's edge, shurasya dhara. You have to be very careful in spiritual life, because if we fall down from that height. First floor's balcony, you have a minor fracture. From the 5th floor, major fracture. From the 7th floor, Govinda. That is all. Hari Om Tat Sat. You don't survive at all. That is how we have to be careful. How was this great man? There was a pool of water, women were bathing. The Shukadeva was passing by. After that, you have Vyasdeva passing by. The women don't feel shy when Shukadeva is passing by. But when Vyasa comes, they take their upper cloth and cover themselves. Vyasa says, my son was passing by. Did you not feel shy? No, sir, no. Your son is suprasensuous. He looks at us as jivatmas, not as women. The Bhagavata goes on to tell us that whenever we are conscious of our virtues and our sins, we come to meet the Mahatmas. There's a very lovely, moving incident where Narada is meeting Vyasa. Vyasa is pretending to be ignorant. Vyasa is Vishnu, and Vishnu is Vyasa, a prolific writer. And yet he says, Naraji, I have job dissatisfaction. Naraji says, I know you are play acting. You are a superstar. I understand your play acting. You have given us the Bharata, which became Mahabharata. You have given us the Brahma Sutra. You have divided the Vedas. You have given us 17 Puranas, and yet you are saying you have job dissatisfaction because you want to give me the credit of being the catalyst for your creativity. You want me to inspire you. Swami, you wrote a big grantha called Mahabharata, 1,25,000 verses. But Krishna came now and then and now and then. Write a work of Krishna, by Krishna, for Krishna. Only then you will be happy. Only then you will be happy. Yatha dharma dayaschartha munivaryanu kirtita na tatha vasudevasya mahimai anuvarnitaha. All of us, you feel happy only when you do Krishna Katha. The great Vyasa starting the composition of the Bhagavad Mahapurana. Then you have the fact that where the Mahabharata is ending, the Bhagavata is starting. Draupadi loses 5 children in one night, and yet she forgives the killer of her children because he is the Guru Putra. Let him go. Let his mother not weep as I am weeping for my children, she says. Uttara comes to the Lord and says, I am big with child, Krishna, but there is Ashwathama's Apandavi Astra hurting my entrails. Save my baby, Krishna, save my baby. Let me not have a miscarriage, Krishna, save my baby. The great Narayana, Venkateshwara, enters the womb of Uttara and saves the baby there. Looking at everyone, finding the presence of the Lord where he is, our hero comes to be known as Parikshit. The next woman we meet is Kunti, who is offering a vote of thanks to the Lord. The Lord says, what do you want, Kunti? Swami, give me sorrow. Stupid woman, nobody likes sorrow. No, Krishna. When I have sorrow, I think of you. When I think of you, you come. And when you come, I don't come into the world again. Vipada santuna shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru. Sorrow sobers you. Joy makes you inebriated. Sorrow makes you selfless. Joy makes you selfish. Sorrow makes you humble. Joy makes you proud. Sorrow installs the Lord. Joy deletes the Lord from our life. So it is necessary to have a little dose of sorrow in life. Good. You should have some sorrow. Only then you should know how to cry, and only then you can laugh. That is how Mother Kunti is blessed. And there comes a great man called Bhishma, young person who went in search of a bride for his father. First time in the history of the world, a child is searching for a mother for himself. And when he asked the boatman, "My father is in love with your beautiful daughter, will you give her in marriage?" He says, "On condition that her sons will be the future kings of Hastinapura." So be it. There stands the little boy Devavrata on the banks of the Ganga and says, "By the pure and purifying Ganga, my mother, by the cosmic witnesses, 33 crores of gods, by the sun and the moon and the stars, I, Devavrata, vow that I will remain a celibate in thought and word and deed." And the gods in heaven say, Bhishma. Bhishma means the terrible vow of brahmacharya. Throughout the Mahabharata, our great man is matchmaking, not for himself. This prince for that princess, that prince for this princess. That is all. That is why at the end of his life, Krishna is watching him. And Krishna makes him give Dharmopadesha to Dharmaraja and also the Vishnu Sahasranamam. And finally, you have Bhishma telling Krishna, "Master, one day my boss insulted me. Duryodhana called me names. Today I'll cause havoc. I will either kill a Pandava or make Krishna take up arms." When I came on to the battlefield, Master, I was fury incarnate. I was myself an army. Everybody got scared. Everybody got frightened. They said, "Bhishma is going to destroy half the world." Your chariot came and stood before me, and you jumped out of the chariot because of the helplessness of your disciple called Arjuna. You took the chariot wheel, Chakrapani, and you were heading towards me. As you were coming, your upper cloth was trailing behind you. You walked 10 steps, and Arjuna held your foot and said, "Don't go, Master, don't go." You said you will not break your word, and yet you broke your word to keep my promise. 1,000 salutations to you, Krishna. 1,000 salutations to you. The entire Bhagavata is going to be written by Vyasa. And as the history of Bhagavata proceeds, we come to know Pandavas have received their grandson Parikshit, who is going to be a great king. That's what the astrologers are prophesying. After this, the Pandavas leave the world because Krishna has left the world. And then Parikshit becomes king, establishing justice. As he's establishing justice, he meets evil and tells evil to get into 5 places. First is casino, second is where people drink, third is where women sell themselves for money, fourth is where there is unwarranted violence, and fifth is property, sona, gold. And finally you have Parikshit getting into trouble because of his hunger. He enters Shamika Rishi's ashrama. Shamika is deep in meditation. Our great king is hungry and angry. When you're hungry, you're angry. So much of difference in the mindset. The same proud person in the hotel doesn't know how to behave, but in the satsang is a different person. My dear listeners, he is angry. He takes a dead snake and puts it round the neck of the sage. A sacrilegious act. You can't do it. A dead snake round the neck. And the son of the sage, his name is Shringi, he says, "Iti langita maryadam." He who has insulted my father, may he die of serpent bite. Not this serpent or that serpent, but takshaka. 7 days left. My master Dikshithar used to say, we don't even know how many minutes are left for us. So now is Parikshit going on to the banks of the Ganga to find out from rishis and munis, what should a dying man do? When you are in trouble, the Lord sends an answer. There comes Shukadeva, the all-knowing son of Vyasa. And as he comes, he bows down to him. Parikshit is asking, "Master, how kind of you to come." They are mobile encyclopedias. These great rishis are mobile encyclopedias. The Lord himself sends them. You are thrice welcome, sir. We are purified by your coming. Please tell us, sir, what should a dying man do? It's not Parikshit's question. It's your question, my question. At least once in 5 years we should ask ourselves this question. What should we do before we die? What a stupid life we are leading. Time is passing. Kalosmi, the Lord says in the Gita. That Kala is reminding us, time is passing, and we have to make the best use of time. Parikshit says, what should we do? What should we give up? What japa should we do? What should we remember? What should we forget? And Parikshit's question is praised by Shukadeva in the second canto, and he tells him, the only way is Bhagavata. Listen to the Bhagavata and you will be released from this fear of death. Idam Bhagavatam Nama. This is what I learned from my father, Vyasadeva. The beautiful body that has been given to us has to be dedicated to him. The eye has to see his glory. The ear has to listen to his glory. The hand has to bow down before him. The feet have to go round the temple, and so on. As Kulashekara Alvar said, Krishnam lokaya lochanadvaya ergachangri yugmalayam jigragrana mukunda pada tulasim murdhan nama dhukshajam. Then comes the fact that the Lord makes Brahmaji here tapa. Do tapasya, and he goes into penance. He has the vision of Mahalakshmi, and then he has the vision of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu holds his hand and says, I want you, Brahma, to create the world. On the verge of creation, on the brink of creation. You know what Brahmaji says while creating the world, Brahmanda, Master, let me not forget that you are the chairman and I am the production manager. I am dispensable, disposable, you are indispensable, Master. That is the humility of the great one called Brahmaji. Brahmaji is given Chatushloki Bhagavata. In short, it means the Lord says, I am the Satya before the world came in. I am the Satya while the world lasts. I am the Satya after the world is destroyed. I am within the world, I am without the world. It is my Maya which covers me up and people don't understand who I am. Then there is a beautiful analogy. Either you can say this is not Brahma, this is not Brahma, this is not Brahma, or you have pot and you have clay. If there is a pot, there must be clay. Even if there is no pot, there is clay. If there is a world, there must be a God. Even if the world is destroyed, there must be a God. This is how the Chatushloki Bhagavata explains. In the third canto, Vidura is dismissed from Dhritarashtra's court because Dhritarashtra is advised by Vidura to give back the family property to Pandavas. And he goes to the banks of the Yamuna. That is where two great bhaktas meet, Uddhava and Vidura. Both are Krishna bhaktas. One I call dismissed Prime Minister, the other is desperate Prime Minister. Both of them discuss Krishna's gunas. And finally, you have the great Vidura being told to go and meet Maitreya. Maitreya is a rishi. And he tells Rishi, Maitreya, you great preachers of the world, why do you come into the world? To bring back godless people to God. What is our duty? Nothing else. To replenish your faith. To reimburse your faith. It is depleting. Slowly faith is vanishing. When you listen to our katha, your faith comes back because you see that mad woman from Madras, she lit the lamp of faith again. Don't you say that? Don't you say that? That is what happens. This impassioned speaker wants to keep that lamp of faith burning. Janasya Krishnat, Vimukhasya Daivat, Adharmashilasya Sudukhitasya, Anugrahaiva Charanti Nunam, Bhutane Bhavyane Janardanasya. My master, Dikshitar, introduced me to this shloka. First shloka from the Bhagavatam which I heard from the age of 10. Janasya Krishnat Vimukhasya Daivat Adharmashilasya Sudukhitasya Anugrahaiva Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardanasya Bhutani Bhavyani Charanti Nunam. Hey Guruvairappa. This is the way he used to pronounce. I learnt it at the age of 10 without knowing Sanskrit. I went and told my father, I learnt a shloka from Bhagavatam. This is how the great ones have lit the lamp of faith in us. In the Bhagavata, we are told that Vidura listens to the history of creation. The entire creation is done. Then Manu and Shatarupa are created. The world is sinking into a Maya. The Lord comes in the Varaha Rupa and saves Bhudevi. That is why you have Bhu Varaha Swami. After which we come to know Diti is a woman who asks for physical satisfaction at evening time, and she is cursed by her husband because of that two terrible children are born to them, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, the first terrorists of the world, as I call them. We come to know that Sanat Kumaras wanted to enter Vaikunta, but Jaya and Vijaya forbade the way, and they were cursed to become great asuras, to be killed by the Lord himself. In the same canto, you have a woman called Devahuti. Akhandaji Maharaj, my Mansik Guru from Vrindavan, says, please give your children meaningful names, not Tikku, Pikku, Chittu, Pittu. Call them by beautiful names. Devam Vayati iti Devahuti. She calls the Lord, come my son, come my son. Imagine calling the Lord as a son and asking him to come. All the great men of the world are jealous of the gopis because the gopis would make him dance takatai, 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 takatai for one ball of butter, 1 hour dance. Don't clap. Very bad gopis. Very bad. Making the Parabrahma dance for 1 hour for a small ball of butter. That is how the gopis loved him so much. The entire Bhagavata is about the love of the women for the Lord. And here is Devahuti, who becomes the mother of Kapila Muni, and Kapila Muni gives her a fold advice: have the right company, Amma. Second, bring the mind under control by listening to my katha. Third, Maya, give dana. Ma, give dana. Because when you give dana, under the receiver's hands are Mahavishnu's hands. So stand up and give dana. Arhaye dana manabhyam maitra bhinnena chakshusha. The fourth is the growth of the child in the womb of the mother. It's almost like ultrasound. You can see the baby growing in the womb of the mother. In the fourth canto, you have Daksha Yajna, where Daksha Prajapati, the proud one, is humbled because Lord Kapileshwara wants to break his ego. Mother Dakshayani kills herself and invokes the wrath of her husband, who destroys Daksha Prajapati's yajna and finally blesses him by giving him a goat's head. In the same chapter, in the same canto, you have Dhruva Charitra, the child of 5, going for a 5-month penance and invoking the Lord himself and finally attaining the pole star position. In the 5th canto, you have Bharata, Jada Bharata's history. Bharata is a great king who gives up everything but finally falls for a deer. A dear, little deer, D-E-A-R and D-E-E-R. Poshana, Palana, Lalana, Prinana, all the time, baby deer, baby deer, baby deer, baby deer. And he forgets all his sadhana. That is because of this moha that he loses one life. The next life he is born as a deer. And in that life he says, I'll never forget Narayana in my next birth. The next birth is Jadabharata's birth, where he is almost tortured. In spite of being tortured, he is saved by Mother Kali when they out to offer him as a human sacrifice. The same Jadabharata teaches Rahugana, the king who is traveling by a golden palanquin. He teaches him humility and tells him, if you want humility, Rahugana, take the dust of the holy feet of people who are blessed and bathe yourself. Only then you will be purified. In the 6th canto, you have Ajamila chanting the name of his son and being saved by Vishnudutas as against Yamadutas. In the 7th canto, who can forget the little child whom I call single member opposition party, and that is Prahlada, who is tortured by his father, and his father says, what is your strength? Pita Shunvan Bala Prakaramakilam Tuttiparam Rushanda Prahinam Kulahataka Kaste Balamiti Balam Me Vaikuntaha Tavacha Jagatam Chapi Sabalam Sayeva Trailukyam Sakalamiti Dhiroyam Magadit. I try to kill you and you don't die. What is your power? Father, is my power, your power, everybody's power. He is Govinda. Where is that power? Are kwaso sakala jagadatma hariniti prabhintes pastambam Narayaniyam shloka. And there, a large face, large eyes, large manes, large tongue, large teeth, and some said he's a lion, some said he's a human being. The sages said he's Narasimha, my dear listener, Satyam Vidhatum Nijabhatya Bhashtam Vyaptim Cha Bhuteshu Kileshu Chatmanaha Adrishyata Atyatbhuta Rupa Udgaham. Those who have read the Bhagavatam know, at every incarnation the word Adbhuta is used. But where Narasimha is concerned, Atyadbhuta Rupam Udvahan, awesome of awesomes. He is the Lord who saves Prahlada from his demon father called Hiranyakashipu. In the 8th canto, you have two proud people, Gajendra, who is caught by the crocodile and released by the Lord's mercy when he calls out, "You are the Akhila Karana, Nishkaranaya, Adbhuta Karanaya. You are the master of the world. You are the one into whom everything enters. I bow down to him. I bow down to you. I don't know who you are." Then the Lord appears, comes with a chakra and kills the crocodile and accepts the lotus that has been given by Gajendra. Even today, Guru Ayappa has a lotus in hand and the stalk of the lotus is held under the foot. Every Guru Ayappa's picture, you will find the truth. In the same canto, you have the emanation of Mother Lakshmi, Padmavati. After that, you have Mahabali's Charitra. He was a great man, but he was proud that he was giving. Empty-handed we come, empty-handed we go. We neither have the checkbook in the maternity ward nor in the crematorium. We are totally helpless, and yet how proud we are. Mahabali's pride is crushed by the Lord when he asks for the 3-step gift, and that is where the master of the world has conquered the pride of Mahabali. In the 9th canto, you have Sri Rama coming into the world. Rama stands for Sharanagati Shastra. In the 10th canto, the Lord comes. Everybody is happy that Krishna has come. Tamadbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankagadariyudayudam srivatsalakshmam galashobhigaustubham pitambaram sandrapayoda saubhagam maharha vaidurya kirita kundala tvisha parishvakta sahasra kuntalam uddama kanchangada kankanadibhi virochamanam vasudeva aikshata. The wonder of wonder. That is how Sri Krishna has appeared. Whether he is killing Putana and giving her moksha, Shakatasura, Aghasura, Bakasura, or his killing Kamsa later, is holding the Govardhana in hand, is playing the flute, which is maddening music, which makes the entire world enraptured. He is playing the Rasalila, Anganam, Anganam, Chantarena, Madhavo, Madhavam, Madhavam, Chantarena, Angana, Jivatma, Paramatma, Jivatma, Paramatma, Jivatma, Paramatma. Whatever he is doing is awesome. Did I not tell you? Ascharyavat Pashyati Kachchitenam. He is the same Lord who helped Ugrasena by making him the king after killing Kamsa. He is the one who made Uddhava go to the gopis and realize what exemplary devotion is. And Uddhava comes to say, I bow down not to the gopis, but to the dust of the feet of the gopis of Vrindavan, who have purified the 3 worlds by singing the glory of the Lord. Then he listens to the lovely message sent by Mother Rukmini, goes over to Vidarbha, brings her to Dwaraka and gets married to her. Meantime, after that he has helped the Pandavas a lot, given the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and later on crowned Yudhishthira with his own hands. When you come to 11th chapter, which I have told you today, the Uddhava Gita, where the 24 gurus educate you into the art of living. How should we live? Every commonsensical guru. There are 2 types of gurus, the Maharaj Kandanji, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru is one who gives you a mantra. Shiksha Guru can give you a lesson. The entire world is our Shiksha Guru. You can learn from everyone, anywhere. That is how the 24 gurus become our Shiksha Gurus. After that we come to know the Lord has left for Vaikuntha. No wonder. All of us are unhappy. No wonder the Pandavas are unhappy. They also leave the world. The Bhagavata says, Parikshit has reached the 7th day. He is not afraid of death. Siddhosmi, Anugrahitosmi, Bhavata Karunatmana. You have taught me to be fearless in the face of death, Master. I am not afraid. This is what Parikshit says. And Takshaka comes, Takshaka stings. Parikshit is gone. Ha! A great soul has departed. He is a heap of ashes now. Yatha Shakti, Yatha Mati. I have summarized the Bhagavatam for you. Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam. Tadeva Shashvan Manaso Mahotsavam. What is the Bhagavata? Celebration of the soul. How do you like the phrase? Manaso Mahotsavam. It is a celebration of the soul. Tadeva Shashvan Manaso Mahotsavam. Tadeva Shokarnava Shoshanam Drinam. It removes the sorrow in our heart. Yaduttama shloka yashonu giyate. When you sing Krishna's glory, you are drying the ocean of sorrow in the heart of man. Doesn't matter if you mispronounce the Bhagavatam. The Lord loves even mispronunciation. Don't think we can be great scholars. Do you expect a grammatical sentence from your child when it begins to speak? No. You want your child to express its delight and its feelings, that is all. That is why even if we are wrong, if our Sanskrit pronunciation is wrong, the Lord does not mind it. The Bhagavata says, after which we bow down to this great one, Tam Akhila Vrajiragnam Vyasasunum Natosmi. We bow down to Shukadeva, who is the son of Vyasa. We come to the last chapter of the Bhagavata, and that is where we have 2 shlokas as traditional prayer. Please listen, fold your hands, think of the elders who have departed, think of friends, relatives, anybody who has departed. May this punya go to them. By giving this punya to them, your punya does not diminish. Don't worry. By praying for other souls, your punya rises. It is on the rise because of selflessness. In every birth, Master, let my bhakti be for your feet. May it be so, Devesha, you are my Natha. Nama Sankirtana of the Lord removes all papa. Bowing down to the Lord removes all sorrow. This is the meaning of the 2 shlokas. Why do we pronounce 3 times? Because the mind is wandering. At least once it will concentrate. Bhave bhave yatha bhaktihi padayostava jayate tatha kurushva devesha nathastvam no yata prabho nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha shamanaha tam namami harim param. What do you get by listening to the Bhagavatam? You will get Krishna, my dear listeners. You will get Krishna. Premananda varapradam Krishna praptikaram shashvat. Sometimes Govinda gives us one glimpse and goes away. No, shashvat. Forever Krishna will be with you. He will be with you to your right, to your left. He will be with you and He will guide you. After you have heard the Bhagavatam with great delight, the Lord is with you. Krishna praptikaram shashvata prema ananda varapradam. You will get prema and ananda of the Lord. Yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra partho dhanurdaraha, tatra shri vijayo bhutir, dhruva netir matir mama.